As counting of votes is underway in Pakistan, the former Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's party is slightly ahead in the early election results on Friday. Following a national election on Thursday, the Election Commission of Pakistan had announced 47 results of the 265 contested seats, with Sharif's Pakistan Muslim League winning 17 out of the 51 seats. While on the other hand, the jailed former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan had won 14. 12 seats were taken by the Pakistan People's Party of Bilawal Bhutto Zardari. The rest were won by small parties or non-aligned independents. And Alok Bansal, director of the India Foundation, is joining us now for more on the story. He's joining us from Australia. Captain Bansal, it looks like a hung assembly or a hung parliament as things stand. Looks like all the parties doing reasonably well. What do you think? I mean, it could be, at the end, it will have to be a coalition government.
See, the situation looks quite complex. Firstly, the way the results are coming out gives credence to the feeling that there has been an attempt to interfere with the election results. Firstly, this particular elections in Pakistan have been tampered with right from the beginning. They gerrymandered the constituencies, they were changed before this particular elections. Then one major political party of the previous Prime Minister Imran Khan was de-recognized. As a result, all his candidates have contested as independents. And yesterday night, when the initial trends had come on the television channels, PTI was getting a big victory. Now, when the results have started coming in, there seems to be a hung parliament. As per my inputs at this point, 81 results have been declared, out of which PTI-supported candidates have won 30 seats. PMLN is lacking behind with 21 and PPP with 26 and 4 other parties. Now, that indicates that Nawaz Sharif, who had already been selected to be the Prime Minister, will find it extremely difficult to become the Prime Minister of Pakistan, unless, of course, the establishment starts arm twisting the small parties, or independents who were members of PTI are actually forced to join some other political party.
So the party needs for a majority they need 169 seats in the National Assembly, and that seems unlikely for any party from what you're saying. So if this could also give the military a little more strength, and they may decide that, you know, let's suspend this for a while and come to power.
See, as of now, the elections have happened for only 266 seats, because that is directly elected. Then rest are proportional representation for women's and minorities. Now here again there is a catch, because PTI candidates have won as independents. They may not get any seats for the women's seat or the minorities seat. So I think the army's attempt of keeping Imran Khan and his party out at the moment seems to be succeeding. But what is surprising is that the Imran Khan's party has won seats even in Punjab, which Sharifs were hoping was their stronghold. And what is even more surprising was that till yesterday night, even Nawaz Sharif was trailing, but today he has been declared elected. So as a result, already PTI has started claiming that elections are being stolen. And I think this could see a lot of turbulence in Pakistan, because the voters who have come out to vote despite all odds will not accept election result that has been cooked up.
Exactly. So that brings me to the next point, which is that definitely the people of Pakistan are coming out in larger numbers. They're wanting to exercise their democratic franchise, and they want it to count also. I mean, if you listen to the sound bites, they'd say that, you know, at the end of the day, they'll give us a different government, but we are voting. And also the social media was, of course, put on halt during the election times. But social media is a way in which Imran Khan's party has been growing in strength. So what do you foresee for the future, you know, in terms of these democratic institutions like Public Voice, for instance, getting popular in Pakistan?
See, firstly, we need to understand that PTI is supported in large number by the youngsters. And many of these youngsters are not used to the military regimes of the past. And as a result, they are willing to withstand the pressure. And they're willing to come out despite the pressure that has been put on them. The older lot generally is circumspect, so they have been very quiet. So this young generation is coming out, and they are very adept at social media. And consequently, we are seeing, despite blanking of news, despite mobile phones going off, no results being declared for 12 hours. Despite that, the pressure has been kept, and Imran Khan has managed to tell his supporters to remain at the counting booths, remain at the polling booths till the counting is completed. But despite that, it seems some tampering has been done, like in Lahore constituency, where with 70% of the votes counted, Nawaz Sharif was trailing badly, but today he has been declared elected. So there are issues, and it will continue to plague Pakistan, because as I see,
Yes.
Pakistan is headed for another bout of instability and turbulence. And the result is very clearly to see, because the stock exchange, which is a very clear barometer of public perception, has tumbled very badly.
Indeed, and also the economy is in shambles. They are struggling to overcome debt. In fact, donors may be contributing more in terms of, having a say in Pakistan's future than the people themselves. So from that point of view also, how should India be viewing what's happening in Pakistan? And if there is a government that is formed, what would be its priority, at least in the neighborhood?
See, one thing is very clear. With this elections, army has become further weakened, because that shows that despite establishment trying to bring in a particular candidate of their choice, he does not seem to be getting a majority. That very clearly shows that people are willing to stand up to army. So I think it is in India's interest that Pakistan's establishment weakens, but we will see a bout of instability. I think any democratic candidate who comes to power would want to improve relations with India, because Pakistan's ultimate salvation lies in having good economic relations with India. And as long as Pakistan does not have good economic relations with India, its economy is not going to come out of this morass in which they find themselves. They could go into a debt cycle once again, one after the other. But with the democratic dispensation coming to power, there will be a lot of populistic pressure on them, and that could probably derail the IMF program. And you could see that IMF withholding future tranches of payment that they are supposed to make to Pakistan. And that could, again, create problems as far as balance of payment crisis is concerned, and foreign exchange reserves might get depleted very fast.
We leave it there. Thank you very much, Alok Bansal, Director of the India Foundation, for throwing light, and a keen Pakistan watcher and expert on Pakistan, for putting that into perspective for us.